Good morning, children. Welcome to our grammar class. Today we shall learn our next lesson in grammar, kinds of sentences. Children, we already learned about what a sentence is. It is a group of words that expresses a complete thought. We also learned that all sentences begin with a capital letter and end with a punctuation mark, like an exclamatory mark, a full stop, or a question mark. Children, do you know that different kinds of sentences have a different purpose? Let's understand this first. A sentence can make a statement. This boy says, I have a big house. Here, this boy is making a statement by giving us an information that he has a big house. A sentence can also ask a question. Children, what is this boy asking? May I have some ice cream? Here, this boy is asking a question. A sentence can also give a command or make a request. Just like Mama is telling her child, don't play with fire. Lastly, a sentence can also express a strong or sudden feeling. Just like this girl, as she exclaims her happiness about the gift, as she says, "What a beautiful gift!" So, children, did you see that different kinds of sentences have a different purpose? They could make a statement, ask a question, give a command or make a request, and express a strong, sudden feeling. Thus, in this way, sentences are categorized into different kinds according to their purpose. These kinds of sentences are assertive sentence, interrogative sentence, exclamatory sentence, and imperative sentence. Let's learn about each of these kinds. An assertive sentence is also called a declarative sentence. The purpose of an assertive sentence is that it gives information or makes a statement about facts, opinions, and beliefs. An assertive sentence always ends with a full stop. An assertive sentence is further divided into two types. One, affirmative sentence, and second, negative sentence. That means an assertive sentence can be an affirmative sentence or it can be a negative sentence. An affirmative sentence is a sentence which always state or declare some fact or events. It does not contain negative words like not, no, never, none, neither, nor in it. It is also called a positive sentence. Here are some examples of affirmative sentences. Nandini is a beautiful girl. The giraffe is taller than an elephant. Akbar was the greatest of the Mughal emperors. Sham is the cleverest boy in the class. All these sentences are positive sentences. They do not contain negative words. They are thus called affirmative sentences. A sentence which states something and has words like no, not, never, neither, nor in it is called a negative sentence. Here are some examples of negative sentences. Neither Sam nor his friends were participating in the race. Mary doesn't drink coffee. Lions never eat grass. I didn't go to the store last week. All these sentences are negative sentences. They contain negative words like doesn't, neither nor, never, and didn't. They are thus called negative sentences. An interrogative sentence is a sentence that asks a question. It always ends with a question mark. Here are some examples of interrogative sentences. Has anyone seen my torch? What's the capital of Peru? Shall we ask Simon or John C? All these sentences ask a question. They all end with a question mark. Exclamatory sentence. A sentence that expresses some strong or sudden feeling is called an exclamatory sentence. It usually ends with an exclamation mark. Here are some examples of exclamatory sentences. What a cute puppy! How fast you ran! That birthday cake was so good! What a brilliant idea! All these sentences express some strong or sudden feeling. They all end with an exclamatory mark. Interjections are also words that express strong feelings. We can recognize them with an exclamation mark at the end. Examples: Hooray! We won the match! Ouch! My finger hurt! Bravo! You played well! Alas! He is dead! All these interjections can fit into the category of exclamatory sentences. A sentence which is either a command, an advice, or a request is called an imperative sentence. Here are some examples of imperative sentences. The first sentence, clean your room, gives a command. The second sentence, please be quiet, makes a request. The third sentence, don't eat all the cookies, gives a command. The last sentence, read a lot to improve your writing skill. In all of these sentences, we can see that either a command, an advice, or a request is made. Thus, all these sentences are called imperative sentences. Children, let's recall all that we learned about kinds of sentences. There are four kinds of sentences: assertive sentence, interrogative sentence, exclamatory sentence, and imperative sentence. An assertive sentence is also called a declarative sentence. This kind of a sentence can further be divided into two types, that is, affirmative sentence and negative sentence. An affirmative sentence does not include negative words such as no, not, never, etc. A negative sentence includes negative words such as no, not, never. The next kind of sentence is an interrogative sentence. This kind of sentence asks a question. It always ends with a question mark. Then we have exclamatory sentence. This kind of sentence expresses a strong or sudden feeling or emotion. This sentence always ends with an exclamation mark. Interjections can come into the category of exclamatory sentences. Lastly, we learned about imperative sentence. This kind of sentence gives a command, makes a request, or gives an advice. This sentence ends with a full stop. Now that we have come to know about the different kinds of sentences, let's move ahead solving the exercises. For this, children, kindly open your grammar workbook to page number 13. Solve all these exercises in your workbook itself. We'll solve exercise A. Write sentences of each types. The first is declarative. Children, here we have got to write 4 sentences that are declarative. Now tell me, children, what are declarative sentences? They are sentences that give information. Let's start solving. I love playing football. The second sentence. This year the rains are late. The third sentence. My favorite song is playing now. The fourth sentence. Sam has left the dinner unfinished. Children, here you are free to frame your own sentences. If you want, you can copy these sentences that I have displayed. Now let's move to the second, that is imperative. Children, here also you have to frame 4 imperative sentences. The first one is already shown to you. Example, turn over your test papers and begin. What does an imperative sentence do, children? An imperative sentence gives a command, it gives an advice, or it makes a request. Let's see what we have. The first sentence, keep your eyes shut. The second sentence, walk along the path. The third sentence, play after the break. And the last sentence, listen carefully. Interrogative sentence. Children, what does an interrogative sentence do? An interrogative sentence asks a question and ends with a question mark. Here are 4 interrogative sentences. The first one, where is the Eiffel Tower? The second, which color suits me? The third, how are you doing now? And the fourth, who is the chief guest? Next, exclamatory. Children, what does an exclamatory sentence do? An exclamatory sentence expresses a strong or sudden feeling, and it always ends with an exclamation mark. Here are 4 examples of exclamatory sentences. The first, "What a beautiful flower!" The second, "How sweet is that squirrel!" The third, "Wow, what a dress!" And the fourth, "I wish I would be a millionaire." We have finished exercise A. Now let's move to exercise B. Write the following sentences, changing the underlined verbs to positive or negative. Children, in this exercise, certain verbs are underlined. What we have to do here is that we have to rewrite the sentences by changing the verbs. If the verb is positive, then while rewriting, we have to change the verb into negative. See children, example 1 is already solved in your workbook. The mobile phone is in my pocket. Children, in this example, the verb that is underlined is is. In the answer, we are supposed to write the same sentence, but the verb has to undergo a change. The positive form of this verb is will change into its negative form, that is, isn't. Isn't means is not. Alright? Now let's start solving the first sentence. My hands are clean. The verb that is underlined here is are. Children, is this verb positive or negative? Yes, it is positive. Therefore, while writing our answer, we will write it as aren't. Okay, so our sentence will sound like this. My hands aren't clean. The second sentence, I'll visit my uncle tomorrow. The verb underlined is I'll visit. I'll visit means I will visit. Now tell me it's negative. Yes, it's I won't visit. So our sentence is I won't visit my uncle tomorrow. The third sentence, we slept well last night. The verb underlined is slept. The negative of it is didn't sleep. So our sentence is we didn't sleep well last night. The fourth sentence, my baby sister was crying. The verb underlined is was crying. This verb is positive. The negative of this verb is wasn't crying. So our sentence is my baby sister wasn't crying. The fifth sentence, it was raining, so we didn't go for a walk. The verbs underlined here are was raining and didn't go. The verb was raining is in the positive form. So what will be its negative? Wasn't raining. The second verb underlined is didn't go. This verb is in the negative form. Therefore, while writing it in the answer, we will change it into a positive. The negative of didn't go is went. So let's see how our sentence sounds. It wasn't raining, so we went for a walk. The sixth sentence, the pupils worked quietly, so the teacher was very happy. The verbs underlined in this sentence is worked and was. Both the verbs are positive. Therefore, while writing it into our answer, we are going to write them as negative. The pupils didn't work quietly, so the teacher wasn't very happy. The seventh sentence, I don't like reading and my sister doesn't like writing. The verbs underlined in this sentence is don't like reading and doesn't like writing. Both the verbs are negative. Therefore, while writing in the answer, we have to write them as positive. Our sentence is I like reading and my sister likes writing. The eighth sentence, they were at home at 7 o'clock. The verb underlined is were. It is a positive verb. In the negative, we have weren't. They weren't at home at 7 o'clock. The ninth sentence, my cousin's wedding won't be held on a Saturday. The verb underlined here is won't be held. This verb is in the negative form. Therefore, while writing it in the answer, we will have to make it into a positive one. The positive of won't be held is will be held. My cousin's wedding will be held on a Saturday. The last sentence, penguins live in the Arctic. The verb underlined is live. This verb is in the positive form. While writing it in the answer, we have to change it into a negative one. The negative of live is don't live. Penguins don't live in the Arctic. We have finished solving exercise B. Exercise C. Look at the pictures and complete the sentences with an imperative, positive or negative. Use verbs from the box. Children, in this exercise, we are supposed to look at the picture and use the verbs given in the box to complete our sentence as an imperative sentence. Another thing is that we can make these verbs given in the box as positive or negative according to the tick mark and cross mark given at the side of the picture. Example 1 is already solved. The first picture shows a group of children wanting to cross the road. There is a tick mark at the side of the picture. This indicates that these children can cross here. Therefore, the verb that suits this sentence is cross. So, our imperative sentence is cross here. Let's solve the first example now. Dash on the grass. The second picture shows a signboard which says no sitting on the grass. There is a wrong mark at the side of the picture. This indicates that we don't have to sit on the grass. Therefore, the verb from the box that suits this sentence is sit. But children, the instruction in the picture says no sitting. Therefore, we will change the verb sit into don't sit. So our imperative sentence is don't sit on the grass. The second sentence, dash the monkeys. The third picture also shows a signboard which says Do not feed the monkeys. There is a wrong mark at the side of the picture. This indicates that we don't have to feed the monkeys. Therefore, the verb from the box that suits this sentence is feed. But the instruction in the picture says do not feed. Therefore, we will change the verb feed into don't feed. So our imperative sentence is don't feed the monkeys. The third sentence, dash in the playground. The picture near this sentence shows a boy running on a playground. There is a wrong mark at the side of the picture. This indicates that we don't have to run in the playground. Therefore, the verb from the box that suits this sentence is run. But children, the wrong mark besides this picture indicates don't run. Therefore, we will change the verb run into don't run. So, our imperative sentence is don't run in the playground. The fourth sentence, dash here. The picture near this sentence shows the signboard of no parking. There is also a traffic officer warning the man in the car. A wrong mark is given at the side of the picture. This indicates that we don't have to park here. The verb from the box that suits this sentence is park. But the instruction says don't park. Therefore, we will change the verb park into don't park. So our sentence is don't park here. The fifth sentence, dash slowly. The picture near it shows a slow signboard, which is usually an instruction put on the road for the drivers to follow. There is a tick mark at the side of this picture. This indicates that we have to drive slowly. The verb from the box that suits this sentence is drive. So our sentence is drive slowly. The last sentence, dash in class. The picture near it shows a person instructing to be silent. The left out verb in the given box is shout. So we will use this verb to complete our sentence. But there is a cross mark at the side of the picture which indicates don't shout. So our sentence is don't shout in the class. Children, with this, we have completed exercise C. We'll now solve exercise D. Reorder the words to make negative sentences. Use the short form in each sentence as shown in the example. Children, in this exercise, the words given to us is not arranged properly. So firstly, we will have to reorder the given words as to make a complete thought. We are also asked to write the short form of the negative words in the sentence, as all these sentences are negative. For example, the sentence given below says, "There, your over is not that brother." We can't understand this sentence because the words are not arranged in order. Now, when I arrange these words, my sentence is not that your brother over there? Now, children, observe carefully. The verb in the sentence is not is negative. We have to change is not into isn't as asked in the main question. So our sentence is, isn't that your brother over there? Alright, now children, we are going to solve the sentences ahead. Do not copy the sentences highlighted in the yellow box, as I have included it for the sake of explaining. You can write the answers displayed below the yellow box. Let's move ahead to the first sentence. It windy not is. Again, we cannot understand this sentence because the words are not arranged in proper order. When I arrange it, my sentence is not it windy? The verb is not will be changed to isn't. Our sentence is, isn't it windy? The second sentence. In garden, the not mother, did you yesterday help your? When I arrange these words, my sentence is, did not you help your mother in the garden yesterday? So, the verb here is did not. When I will have to write it in the short form, which is didn't. Didn't you help your mother in the garden yesterday? The third sentence, to listen the you, not did teacher. When I arrange the sentence, it is, did not you listen to your teacher? Now we'll have to write the short form of the verb did not. Didn't you listen to your teacher? The fourth sentence, he not happy does look. When I arrange my sentence, it is, does not he look happy? The verb does not will be written in its short form now. Doesn't he look happy? The fifth sentence, text you not yesterday did me. Did not you text me yesterday? The verb is did not. We will write the short form of this verb. Didn't you text me yesterday? The sixth sentence, not you party going to the R. Answer, aren't you going to the party? The seventh sentence, read email my she not did. Answer, didn't she read my email? The eighth sentence, here this are studying English they not. Answer, aren't they studying English this year? The ninth sentence, football too hot is not it play. Answer, isn't it too hot to play football? The last sentence, is teacher to wait better not for it the? Answer, isn't it better to wait for the teacher? Now let's move to solving exercise E. Match the questions and answers and write them on the lines below. On the left hand side, we have some questions, and on the right hand side, we have answers. We have to match the answers suitable to the question. Children, here I have already matched the question and answers. I will be reading it out to you. The first example, isn't it a great party? Answer, yes, it is. The first one, aren't you Sarah's sister? Answer, yes, I am. The second question, aren't you the oldest in the class? Answer, no, I'm not. Jenny's the oldest. The third question, haven't you learned the new words? Answer, no, they are too difficult. The fourth one, didn't you have a good holiday? Answer, no, it rained every day. The fifth question, doesn't he look sad? Answer, yes, his kitten is not well. The sixth question, isn't Tom with you? Answer, no, he isn't. The seventh question, didn't you see the film? Answer, no, it was too late. The eighth question, isn't Daddy home yet? Answer, no, he is going to be late. Children, in the lines given below, you are supposed to copy the answer in this manner. Exercise F. Complete the following sentences with positive or negative imperatives. What are imperatives, children? Imperatives can give a command, an advice, or can make a request. Positive imperatives don't contain negative words like no, not, and never. Negative imperatives contain negative words like no, not, never, etc. I have solved this example and given it to you. The first one, dash eat too much sugar. It's bad for your teeth. Answer, don't. Don't eat too much sugar. It's bad for your teeth. The second, dash tell her about the dance class on next Tuesday. Let's tell her about the dance class on next Tuesday. The third one, dash be on time for the party. Answer, let's be on time for the party. The fourth one, dash go to bed early. Answer, let's go to bed early. The fifth one, that sign says dash step on the grass. Answer, don't. That sign says don't step on the grass. The sixth one, dash shut the windows. Answer, don't. Don't shut the windows. The seventh, dash worry. Answer, don't. Don't worry. The eighth one, dash open the door to strangers. Answer, don't. Don't open the door to strangers. The ninth one, dash argue, we are best friends. Answer, don't. Don't argue, we are best friends. The 10th one, dash stay in and play chess. Answer, let's. Let's stay in and play chess. The 11th one, dash look at these new trainers. I like the red ones. Answer, Let's let's look at these new trainers. I like the red ones. The last sentence. Let's have have a barbecue because it's a beautiful evening. Answer. Let's have a barbecue because it's a beautiful evening. The 13th sentence. Go by car because there's a traffic jam in the town center. Answer. Don't. Don't go by car because there's a traffic jam in the town center. The 14th. Touch that plate. It's hot. Answer. Don't. Don't touch that plate. It's hot. The 15th one. Eat too much before we go out. Answer. Don't. Don't eat too much before we go out. The last sentence. Look. It's a surprise. Answer. Don't. Don't look. It's a surprise. Children, with this, we have completed this entire grammar lesson on kinds of sentences. We also finished solving all the exercises in it. Children, try and complete the exercises, practice and preserve them for your learning. This was all for now. Thank you and take care.